How you doing? My name is Sean Patrick, and I'm going over the tarot. I'm going to go over the Emperor and talk a little bit about this card with you. Okay. Um, the Emperor is that patriarch. It's that male energy. Yeah. Um, the Emperor means he who sets things in order. Is the meaning behind that. Okay. It's being stable. Okay. It's being secure. It's taking charge. It is having everything under control, right? And the emperor is very loyal, sometimes to a fault. Okay, and if you look in the background, we have these dry mountains. Okay, that's that yang energy, right? That yang energy, that fiery energy, and sometimes we need that in life. Okay, there's a time to be very yin, and then there's a time to be very very yang, right? Um, and there's still water, and you could barely see it here at the feet. There's some water, and that's the water again from the high priestess, but here it's coming from the previous card, the empress, right? That nourishing, loving energy, that matriarch. But here we are with the patriarch, the emperor, and we see a lot of reds with this card. Okay, let me show you from another deck. Another one of my favorites is a Thoth, right? Check that one out. A lot of reds. Red to me, uh, it's a very strong, bold color, right? Some might associate it with aggression or lust or these type of things, but for me, red is the color needed for action. Yeah, it's that vitality, that fresh energy we need to get things done, and that is the nature of the emperor. Okay. Um, Sometimes when I do energy work like qigong or reiki, and I have a client, uh, and I intuitively will sense blockages, I might visualize red in that area to dissipate that energy or that blockage, and just bring fresh energy. You know, uh, it's red is a good color just to kind of get things done, and that's what the emperor is here. Okay. Um, and then we see in his hand he has that globe, okay, which is his dominion. Okay. Um, we see this again in other cards in the minor deck. I want to say the Two of Wands. The gentleman holds the whole world in his hand, and that's what's happening here. Okay, the emperor is embracing his dominion. Um, this card is associated with Mars, that god of war, right? Um, and it's also associated, therefore, with Aries, which is why we see the rams. Okay, um, and it's just that very strong energy. Uh, this is the fourth card in in the majors. In some decks, you see him sitting here. He sits on a throne, right? In some decks, you see the emperor sit on a cube. You know, uh, but that four is kind of significant. So with the empress, we had. Let me adjust this camera. With the empress, we had that rhythm of three. Okay, so here we have that rhythm of four with the emperor. Okay, which has to do with the four suits. Um, the four suits having to do with the four elements, obviously: water, earth, air, and fire. Okay, it has to do with our emotions, our mental activity, our physical well-being, our passions, right? Our intuitive energy, um, the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. We could just say, right? Time, space, energy, matter. Any rhythm of four. Okay, the four seasons. Okay, so four is the empowering number here. Four is the rhythm of the emperor. Four makes our reality, you know, uh, like a cube. It's our physical domain. Um, what else could I tell you about the Emperor here? I feel like I'm leaving something out. To me, the Emperor has to do with logic, right? Spiritual work, intuitive work, you know, I mean, we always want to use logic, but sometimes we need to kind of get out of our head and more into our heart. Uh, with the Emperor, we need to use our head. We need to use critical thinking skills, is what the Emperor always suggests to me. Okay, so it's using your head. It's using that yang energy. Uh, it's all about action. It's all about setting things in order. Okay, so you can meditate upon this card, and you could ask yourself, where in life do you need that energy, right? Where in life do you need to take action, right? Where do you need that Aries energy? Where do you need that Mars energy? Where in your life do you need to be more like the Emperor and use your head and take charge? Okay, that's what the Emperor suggests. And then there's the Ankh. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. The Ankh it has to do with male and female energy, right? Here we see it's the top is like a circle. That's that female energy, and then the shaft is very phallic, right? So this is the integration of power as well. Okay. I think that's all I have to say about the Emperor. uh, you can find me on Facebook too. My my YouTube channel is different from my business channel. I never mentioned this. Um, on YouTube and Instagram, it's Fool of the 78, but you can find me on Facebook. Me and my wife run a business, and we have a page called Tool of Hearts Tarot. Okay, so if you're interested, check it out. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much. Okay, be blessed.